Guess who? It's Henry Kessler!
There's definitely an edge that I play with.
Kessler coming to throw his body on the line.
Kessler, we've seen enough.
That I bring with me on and off the field. Good on the ball, good defensively, good in the air. Just reliable. I'm Henry Kessler, play center back for St. Louis City. Born and raised in New York City. Growing up in New York is really inspiring. It's a super big city, a lot going on. There's always something to do. I think there's a kind of a grit to New York, a toughness that comes with it. You know, the saying, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And I think there's some truth to that. So I have a big family, my 2 parents, and then I have 3 siblings, 2 older sisters, 1 younger brother. My brother, without him, not sure I'd be here because I always had someone to play with, always had someone to train with, and that was huge. And then my older sisters led by example. You know, my whole family's been really supportive. From high school, I graduated with an associate's degree, so 60 college credits, super helpful. By the time I got to Virginia, I was pretty much halfway done. So high school, difficult academically, but also soccer, it was a tricky time. Playing for a team in Connecticut, beachside, coming from New York City to Bridgeport, Connecticut was a brutal commute. It took me 2.5 hours to get there and 2.5 hours to get back. The L train to the 4 train to the 411 Metro North train, I still remember what time it left. And left as soon as I got home from school and got home at maybe 10:30, 11 p.m. I'm proud of myself for that. Was really committed, did my homework on the train. It instilled a lot of discipline in me. It was necessary for me to develop my game, so I don't know where I would be if I didn't make those sacrifices, so I'm really happy that I did. So I was playing for my academy team beachside, and there was a showcase, and the Virginia coach was there, and he saw me playing. I was actually playing right back, and he asked my coach after the game, hey, can this guy play center back? And he was like, he actually is a center back. So then I got invited to a camp there, did well at the camp. Coach Gelnovach came up to me after the camp. He was like, if I could pick one player from the camp, it would be you. So that was a good feeling. I knew I always wanted to go to a place that wanted me. And then Virginia is a really good academic school, and they have a really good team too. Good competition you face every week. I had several teammates go pro with me, so I felt like I was in a good environment surrounded by other professionals, really. And then by the time I got drafted, I felt like I was ready. I think we had a really special run in 2019. So we lost 1 game all year, the national championship. There was a game against Wake Forest in the ACC tournament that, as a center back, dribbling was maybe my best game. So I'm really proud of that one.
Henry Kessler now carries it forward. So important to the build-up for Virginia.
Dribbling is a skill that I feel like I don't get to show too often. And for whatever reason, the way I was being pressed in that game, I was able to dribble a lot, which was really fun. I scored my first college goal that season against Duke, at Duke. Was the ACC tournament MVP. You know, me and a couple other teammates were All-American, so there were a lot of accolades and honors that came along with that season, so I was really proud.
The pick is in, and you guys were both right. It is indeed Henry Kessler.
I still remember draft day. I was there with my family and a couple friends. Had heard from my agent the day before that the lowest I would go was 6, so I know it was 1 through 6. I didn't think I was going to be 1, and so I was kind of excited no matter where I was going to end up. New England ended up taking me, and it worked out very well. Game 1. In Montreal, our flight gets canceled. We chartered through the blizzard, we land. We're training the next day. It's February in Montreal, so it's really cold. Sleep the next day, wake up, make my MLS debut, fly back, and I still remember Bruce Arena telling me good job after the game, and that's probably the nicest thing he's ever said to me. We lost the game, but was pleased to make my debut and pleased with my performance. I get a call from my agent saying like, hey, I know you guys are still in the playoffs, but there's a camp in December. If you guys aren't advanced, you'll be playing with the national team. Fortunately, my team advanced, so we were in the conference final, so I didn't get to play with the US that time, but then in January, there was another opportunity. Got called in, went to that camp, you know, was a great experience to learn from another coach, another system, and wear your country's crest is really incredible. Going into the 2021 season, had a really good year with the Revs. In the middle middle of that season, got called to the Gold Cup. I made my debut against Mexico in the Gold Cup final. It's kind of the pinnacle, one of the greatest things I think in this sport. To be able to represent my country, it's the biggest honor. Proud American, proud New Yorker, so it's a great achievement and I hope there's more opportunities in the future. I was really excited to come to St. Louis, a place I'd never been to before. You know, when I heard the deal that the team paid a lot of money and traded a player for me, you know, I knew they really wanted me, and that was something that was important to me, is be somewhere that I'm wanted, and so I'm grateful for that. I was always open to it. If there's a team that wants me, you know, I want to play for that team. I think the whole league was paying attention to St. Louis after year one. You know, obviously record start 5-0. The league was put on notice about St. Louis and what this team is about. Didn't know so much about the city, so I would say I knew more about the team than the city, and I've been so pleasantly surprised. There's a lot I love about the city, and still more I want to explore. Up-tempo, pressing, I think those are some of my strengths. I think I'm pretty fast, so I think I can cover space behind me. Those are all things that are needed, you know, when you press higher up the field. So I think from that standpoint, I was a good fit. Obviously the team did too if they brought me here. And no matter the system that we've played, I think it's worked out pretty well. So sometimes, you know, you need to be responsible and stay back and have good rest defense, and that's part of it. But it is nice to have the freedom to dribble forward and find a forward pass and potentially continue a run if the space is there and you have cover behind. So that's really enjoyable and a part of my game that I really do love, and a part of the game that I love. The whole game day environment is 10 out of 10. Fans are great in New England too, but playing in a 70,000 seat stadium with 25,000 fans, it feels different than a packed Energizer Park. So it's a different feel. The fans are great, they're electric. I think best in the league. So from a stadium standpoint, was amazing. There's nothing else like it in the league. The city supports us so much, the least we can do is support the city back. Going out, taking the time to explore the city, taking the time to get to know St. Louis, you know, find the great things about the city, I think is vital to this integration and the fan-player relationship. So I really do enjoy all the places that I've explored. There's a lot to love about St. Louis, so that's what I'm trying to find out here. My career so far, I'd say happy, not satisfied. So, you know, happy with how far I've come and where I am now, but definitely a lot more that I want to achieve. I think trophies are important. Part of your legacy as a player is the trophies that you've won. So winning Supporter Shield, winning the Gold Cup. I do want some more playoff runs. I feel like those are how you kind of cement yourself. Something tangible to hold with you, a trophy that you can actually raise above your head. Thank you for welcoming me here. Thank you for being the greatest support. Energizer Park is 10 out of 10 game day experience. They're the best fans in the league, so I couldn't really ask for more. So thanks to all the fans, and that I hope they feel as much love as I do.